actually started out with a 4-week, but then we switched over to a 3-week just because the 4-week, the 3 was a little longer than Caden could sustain as far as time frame. So it was really nice. We kind of cut that back and just did 2, which was more beneficial for him because the last hour he wasn't doing much. It was just a lot. But now I think when we do it again, we would definitely probably be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. So you started, I think, with the 3 hours, right? And then by the third hour, Caden was getting just too tired, too fatigued.
Yeah, it was just way too much for his brain to even try to, right, Caden? Was that tough for you? Yeah. I think so. We're a year and a half in with the TBI, and so we've done our fair share of speech. And so what I've noticed with your program, which I don't see, is you guys were very, very good at honing in on his, where his placement was, correcting that, actually implementing. He wasn't using his tongue before, and they weren't, at all the different, I can say I've done prior to you at least 6 different speech therapies, and they just didn't quite understand that aspect of it. And once we've done that, Caden's speech, his clarity, his pronunciation is amazing. Why don't you say something? Isn't that true? Yes. And Lito's super good about wait, stop, think about what you're going to do, and really correcting that. And where I think a lot of times you're not seeing, it's pretty in-depth what you guys do, and it's more than just speech. It really is a lot more than that. I can't even, but everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's speech, and I'm like, I know, it's just gotten so much better. And even Caden, I think, takes the time to really think now before he's going to try to, but his articulation is speech yesterday, and his the lady said that he said, gosh, what was it? I can't even remember the word. I want to say it was spontaneous. She goes, oh my God, and it was clear as day. And I'm like, of course it was. I would say the hardest part was at the very beginning because he was super raw. There was a lot for you guys to work with. It was, such a broad spectrum. I'm trying to think, the sounds, the moving his tongue from left to right. You guys had to do all of that, and because he really couldn't do much as far as mouth movement and control. There you go. Control of his mouth movement is what he didn't really have. And understanding his placement of where his tongue needs to be for the F sound, the G, it's coming from back here. All of that, I would say that was the hardest, just watching you guys trying to implement that and just watching the exhaustion of Caden. But, if you had asked me from day one if I thought it would look what it looked like, no, I've been like, yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, no, it's a huge difference. And everybody that's seen him in the last 2 months are like, wow, what, And I'm like, I know like I said, his pronunciation and articulation it's really, really good.
That's awesome. I love hearing it. And it is a challenge for us as therapists to get in there and really try and dig in and help you find those sounds. And it's really not easy on you. On you, Caden. It's hard work, and we understand that.
If I were to say I would just watch, it's painful watching you guys trying to teach that, but it works. It comes. It really does,
Yeah.
It's just a lot of hard work. That's, if I were to anything, it's just hard work. It is.
Yeah. Oh, you sounded so good, Caden.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like you talk better now because of it? Yes. And you know exactly where to put your what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You can do what? Listen to me. Think of what I'm saying. Do you have a hard time talking? Now you... You can say whatever you...
want.
Right. Yeah. Like it definitely is. I can now make out what he's going to try to say, or when you're saying it, I'm like, okay. He said, yeah, you're really, and he can, any verbal cues now is a lot better too. He can definitely, that's coming a lot faster.